everything. What was your first impression of 8-1? We asked students and teachers to see what they thought.
I was an A1 VIP and I got to use iPads every day, so I thought it was pretty cool.
My first impression was that I knew the teachers would challenge us to see how hard we can work and get things done.
Next up on our list of interviewees was Mrs. Schott of 8-1 students.
I knew that 8-1 students were going to be really intelligent, able to do a lot of project-based learning, really based on the Common Core state standards, so I was really excited.
The second person we decided to interview was none other than Mrs. Carl.
What was your first impression of us as 8th graders?
My first impression was that I was really excited because this was my second year coming in, and so I felt like I kind of knew some of you when you got here, so that was kind of fun. And so I expected that we were going to have a better start than I did last year, just because I felt like I was comfortable and I felt like you guys were comfortable with me, and so I thought it was going to be a great year.
What was your biggest expectation for us as 8th graders at the beginning of the year?
My biggest expectation was that you guys not only learn stuff about science, but also about life and how to be a good person and how to treat other people. So I think that that's sometimes the bigger picture is for you to grow up as an individual young man and young woman. So I would say that's my biggest expectation, that you grow up into good people.
But now it's time to move on to bigger and better things.
Although making this video was important, we also had some fun.
A lot of the where am I looking? Am I looking at you? Oh, you guys are recording?
Yeah.
Well, not recording.
What's your first impression of 8-1?
I don't know.
This year we had iPads in our classroom, and we interviewed some people on what they thought about having iPads in the classroom.
Okay, the number one thing that I don't like about iPads is that I feel like I have to micromanage them all the time. Obviously, with 8th graders, you guys want to play games on the iPads. I get it, especially if you don't have homework or something like that in directed studies. But I have gone through all the iPads and deleted all the games off of them, and then the next week, 30 more extra games have been put on because kids go to the App Store, log in with their own Apple ID, download whatever they want, and get them like that, and I have no control over that. So I know the iPads are kind of new to the district, but what the district needs to do is create a system where the App Store is blocked from kids so that they can't download whatever they want onto school hardware. So that's the thing I like least about iPads.
I like iPads in the classroom because if you're doing something where it's a lot less paper and pencil stuff, so you have pretty much any resource you want at your fingertips.
And so I think it's just great. It's also a lot more fun. Kids would pay attention easier, I guess. Maybe the iPads might be a little distraction, but just don't let them use it then. But I think they're really great, and I think we should have them.
I love using iPads in the classroom because it's really engaging for my students. They're really actually quiet sometimes.
We love having iPads in the classroom.
What up, Nelly? All right. Yeah, when I first saw that bikini top on her, she's popping right out of the South Georgia water. Thought, oh, good Lord, she had them long tail legs, couldn't help myself, so I walked up and said, well, baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle, every little farm town with you.
This year, 8-1 has exhibited a lot of talent from fine arts to film.
She's a dancer, she can't do cartwheels.
What is your talent?
Dancing.
How long have you been dancing?
Since I was 4.
Here's a picture of Carly, and now here's a picture of Annie. How long have you been playing piano?
I've been playing piano for 7 years.
What's the longest piece you've played?
The longest piece I've played is probably 4 pages long.
How many minutes is that usually?
Probably like 10 minutes.
Is it difficult?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's a perspective of 8-1 talent from Mrs. Schott. How do you feel about the talent on 8-1?
The 8-1 students this year are more talented than, honestly, probably than the past years that we've had students. Anywhere from athletics to fine arts, they're just outstanding.
Oh, hey there. John and Elliot here, with our bodyguard, Aquarius. And we're going to be talking about the movie Where's the Briefcase? Now, I thought that John played an excellent role as the villain. I did. Carrying out amazing parts, amazing actions, as a great actor, summing up all the roles that the actor needs in one visual performance.
That I did. I'm really the best actor in the world. Elliot, he was a great producer. He did all the hard work. He's also a character in the movie. He's a pretty good actor, producer. One of the best I've ever seen in my life. And I have to give him props for that.
I am the best of the best. And
So as you can tell, 8-1 has a very wide display of talent.
So baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise. I got my windows down and the radio up, get your radio up. Yeah, she was sipping on Southern and singing Marshall Tucker. We were falling in love in the sweetheart of summer. She hopped right up into the cab of my truck and said, fire it up, let's go get this thing stuck. Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise down a back road, blowing stop signs through the middle every little farm town. With you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit, would look a hell of a lot better with you up in mid. So baby.
What is Yuli? When asked what Yuli means to him, Eric Fang replied,
Yuli means a unique learning experience, and in many ways it was very unique.
In one word, what is Yuli?
Boondoggle. Challenge. Intellectuality.
Yuli is epic.
Bacon with
Mayonnaise.
Lincoln Schaefer told us some of the classes that he takes in Yuli.
Strategies and other things.
Like
KMO, which is like random trivia and other things. There's improv, which is a lot of acting things. Yeah.
The instructor of Yuli, Dr. Andrews, explained what it was like to have 8-1 on Yuli.
Oh, it was awesome because there were quite a few students that I had had in my 5th grade class, and I got to be their teacher again, and that was just really special. And then I got to meet a lot of other 8-1 students that I didn't know, and that your team has been just fantastic.
Yuli, now you know.
been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong.
I love having new students throughout the year. I think one of my favorite things that we do at Patrick Henry for new students is we have a student that's already in our pro time that's going to be in that new student's pro time, and we have them go meet the new student in the counseling office so that they have someone to kind of show them their classes and just kind of a reference for their first day here. I also feel like 8-1 kids do a really nice job of including new students in projects or activities or even just classroom discussions, and I think that's pretty cool. And I think we got really lucky with new students on our team this year because the new students that we have received have easily acclimated into being part of the 8-1 family.
I think they have it harder than the rest of us do.
Why?
But I think that after a while everybody just blends in and it becomes one big colorful family.
I love getting new kids. They're so fun. It's fun to see how they develop, I guess, throughout their time here. Because if they come in the middle of the year, then it is a little bit uneasy, a little bit harder to kind of get in the groove. But it's always fun to watch them make friends and kind of just blend right in.
I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I don't think you're right for him. Think of what it might have been if you took a bus to Chinatown. I'd be standing on Canal and Bowery. She'd be standing next to me. I belong with you, you belong with me.
One cool thing about 8-1 is that we have multiple accelerated class options, such as algebra, accelerated science, and accelerated ELA. Now let's go to the interview with Mrs. Schott, the accelerated ELA teacher.
What are the benefits of being in accelerated classes?
Okay, honestly, more than ever, I think the benefit of being in accelerated is just already having that really deep work ethic that comes along with everything. If you're in the accelerated class and you don't turn in your homework, for example, everyone else sees that you're the one kid in the class that doesn't turn in their homework, which motivates you to do that more than ever. So truthfully then, when you get to high school, you are just already on that track of excellence, and that all has to do with the expectation that comes along with being accelerated.
Next, we'll hear from Josh Gay, who is in 2 accelerated classes.
Do you feel there are benefits of being accelerated?
Sure, you're advanced of every other kid.
Next, we'll hear from Mrs. Carlson, the accelerated science teacher.
Okay, what is the general atmosphere of the accelerated classroom?
My accelerated classroom definitely is an atmosphere of its own. If you're in my accelerated class, you know that things started out a little rough, but I realize there's someone behind me. But anyway, things have gotten better, and we get a little bit more done than we used to, so that's always a plus.
Accelerated classes provide a way to challenge students and will always be a part of 8-1.
I belong with you, you belong with me, in my
things that the 8-1 VIPs did this year were all the labs and activities that we did.
One fun thing we did this year was the forensic anthropology lab in Miss Scott's room. Here's Hannah talking about it.
I liked either the forensic anthropology or the short stories that we made into movies. It's really fun.
Okay. What was your favorite part about the anthropology?
I liked how we got to do a lot of the hands-on stuff and the skeletons and identifying their race and such.
This year in 8-1 Science, we did many fun labs, and we got to ask Mrs. Carlson about what her favorite labs of this year were.
Favorite lab is always the scientific method lab at the beginning of the year where we roast marshmallows and drink pop and stuff. That's always my favorite lab because it gets everybody off to a good start.
Okay, and then what was your favorite lab moment?
My favorite lab moment was when I watched Ethan dump a whole tub of water on himself. I'd be talking in the middle of the day, hey, shut up! Do it.
One of the very fun activities we got to do in social studies year was the bubble gum lab. Here's Braden talking about how he won.
My favorite social studies activity was the bubble gum lab. That was my favorite because it was fun to be able to learn about bubblegum and the originality of it.
And then how did you blow that big of a bubble?
It was big because of my strategy. My strategy was to get a big wad of gum in the front of my mouth, and to make a thick layer of gum on the outside of my tongue so when I blew it, it would expand along.
Well, I know my new strategy now.
This year has been the best year for labs and activities.
I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I got this feeling on the summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge. I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it down the stairs. I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You're on a different road. I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so
Our package is about how much students like Top 5 Fridays.
How much do you like the Top 5 Fridays?
They're great. They make Friday a little better. You know, just funny things every once in a while. Just it's fun.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sights. You got me alone. You found me. You found me. You found me.
I think you need to go and action.
How often does Top 5 Fridays make you laugh?
Never.
Anything that you thought was inappropriate on Fridays?
Not necessarily that was inappropriate, but there was some stuff that could be taken wrong and that some kids could have they could have thought was bad and they didn't like it. But otherwise, they were really funny. The ones that could have been taken that way were really funny. So I thought they were really good.
The Top 5 Fridays motivate you for school?
No, not really. It's on a Friday, and then by then I'm worn out by Monday.
Good job.
This was our package. I hope you like it.
You're from the 70s, but I'm a 90s chick. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I don't care. I love it. I love it. I don't care.
at Patrick Henry Middle School. Today, our topic is about lunch. What some people think about lunch, about hot lunch, and cold lunch. Here we are with Sir Duncan Ray Moore from Patrick Henry Middle School. Okay, now, what lunch would you prefer, hot lunch or cold lunch?
I prefer cold lunch.
Why do you say that?
Because hot lunch is manufactured in factories, while my cold lunch is made perfectly natural.
I absolutely love hot lunch. Every day.
That's good. What's your favorite kind?
My favorite would have to be the Alaskan corn dog, and with a side of Alfredo.
Well, I love my lunch. It's the best in the world. It gets some beautiful sweet. Well, my parents pay for it, but it's good.
I've never eaten lunch in our school cafeteria. I have witnessed, however, these little nugget-looking things, and sometimes when kids would eat lunch in my room, they would come down with a tray full of these little baby nuggets. It looks like rabbit poop, and it's the meat in the tacos.
Lunch at Patrick Henry Middle School. Reporter Michael Mangoni and Sir Logan.
I've tried playing it cool, but when I'm looking at you, I can't ever be brave, 'cause you make my heart race. Shot me out of the sky, you're my kryptonite. You keep making me weak, yeah, frozen and can't breathe. Something's gotta give now, 'cause I'm dying just to make you see that I need you here with me now, 'cause you've got that one thing. So get out of my head. I'm falling to my...
This year, 8-1 did a superhero movie project. The actors who starred in this video were
Isaac Goldman, 7-time Oscar-winning actor.
And Zach.
How do you think Isaac did in his role as Chicken Man?
Absolutely wonderful.
If you were to have any other person play Tomato Boy, who would it be?
Well, literally any person other than, what's the co-star's name? Derek? Anybody but him.
It's Zach. The co-star's name is Zach.
Whatever. Anybody but him could play a better role than Zach.
Zach talks about his relationship with his co-star, Isaac.
We're the best of friends.
I hate him.
Mrs. Schott talks about her most memorable experience.
The most memorable part of your particular group's movie experience was when after school one day, I got this message.
Okay.
It was a message of panic.
Continue.
And it was, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I didn't bring my costume home. It's a whole weekend and I'm without a costume. Can you bring me my apple? And I said,
It's
what?
a tomato, actually.
Tomato. And I said, yes, I shall bring it. Where shall I bring it? And then he said, to my home. And I got so nervous because of the poor child. And so I found the costume, and then I contacted the parent, and I drove it to the child's home, and he scampered out of the house like a little tiny girl, and he said, thank you so much. And then his mom said, thank you, and then I left.
'Cause you've got that one thing. So get out of my head. I'm falling to my arms instead. I don't know what it is. Get out of my head and fall into my arms instead. So get out, get out, get out of my head and fall into my arms instead. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing. Get out, get out of my mind and come into my life. I don't know what it is, but I need that one thing, and you got that one thing.
Hello, this is Duncan, and this is my documentary on hairstyles. Hair used to be awesome back in the old days, like in the 80s or in the 1700s, because people respected it more. With awesome hair, you can do this. Hair also got really popular in the 80s. Jesus had long hair, why don't you? Now for an interview with Duncan Moore.
Hey, yeah. Having awesome hair is awesome because everyone else is jealous and you can kind of takes on a mind of his own, you know? Pretty sweet.
And also, there are a few who have awesome hair nowadays.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. I've been sleeping in my bed. So show me family.
We did ICT.
What's the question?
Alright, we're going.
So how do you like ICT?
It's pretty horrible.
Why do you like ICT?
Because it teaches you how to do stuff on Excel and stuff.
What I love about ICT is the fact that I can teach you guys how to stay safe on the internet, to teach you what digital footprints are, and know what types of information you should and should not share on the internet, especially with issues of cyberbullying out there now and stalking. And I also like the fact that I can show Excel and Microsoft Office tools, besides PowerPoint, know how you can use PowerPoint to share information and how to communicate with people.
Okay, and what would you do to change about ICT?
If there's anything I'd change about ICT, there would be some websites that I would probably like you guys to have access to. But other than that, I like the way it is. I would like to have 6th graders and 7th graders for a full semester every day like I do you guys do when you're in 8th grade, because I think you miss out a lot when I don't have you every day. But other than that, I like the way it is right now.
ICT taught us a lot about computers.
So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong, I don't know where I went wrong, but I can write a song. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart. I don't think you're right for him. Think of what it might have been.
It has been a tradition for most schools to give their students opportunities to show their talent. Patrick Henry is no exception. One of the performers in the variety show was Holly Fitterer playing Let It Be on the piano.
What led you to play the song that you decided to play?
It's one of my favorite songs.
How did you feel on stage?
I felt alive.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
Alright, so I'm here with the chorus and music teacher, Mrs. Spencer, and we're going to talk to her about putting the variety show together. Was it a challenge putting it together?
No, not bad. It's a little time consuming to listen to the auditions and compile a list, but otherwise not bad.
Alright. What were the rehearsals like?
We rehearsed the week before in the morning and after school just to get timing down and transitions on and off stage. Sound checks.
How productive do you think it was?
Moderately productive.
Alright. And how did the whole thing run?
I mean, did it run like well or exactly how? Yeah, it went smoothly in the night of the performance.
Like exactly how you planned it?
It's never exactly how I planned it, but it's pretty cool.
Alright, I'm here with Nate and Becca from Euphoria. They were the last act of the talent show. First question. What led you to play the songs that you played?
Well, those were the two we had ready.
How did it feel being on the stage?
We felt like we were gods.
Some of these kids came here just as kids. Others left as stars.
Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up.
Our topic is pen tapping. Teachers have many different points of view on it. Here's Mrs. Schatz.
Pen tapping is true innovation of the percussive art form. It's fantastic. Okay.
This is how Mrs. Carlson thinks she reacts.
I usually, in a calm, collected voice, tell them to please stop.
But here's the reality.
For real, if you enjoy your hands, knock it off. Seriously. I hope that pen explodes in your face.
Once again, Miss Schott disagrees.
Pen tapping is an art form that should be respected. That's it.
Here are some students' perspectives.
Okay, what teacher do you think pen tapping annoys the most and why?
Probably Mrs. Carlson, because she goes, "Do you feel my eyes burning into your soul?"
And why do you usually pen tap?
Because it's entertaining and class gets really boring really fast.
We asked Mrs. Carlson which students pen tap the most.
I don't want to give any names. However, There is a strawberry blonde-headed child in my sixth period class who does a pretty good job of driving me bonkers.
Here's what Ethan says about how teachers react.
Most of them just kind of tell me to stop, but Miss Carlson usually yells at me.
My brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. Enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age.
In this documentary, we did 8-1 behavior. 2 questions we asked our interviewers. How do you feel most students behave in your class, and what different kind of behaviors do you see?
We probably behave. We're not the best. Well, I'm not the best of the kids, but we're not bad.
This is Alex Lorraine's opinion on 8-1 behavior.
I'm not a great kid, but I'm not a bad kid either. But I feel we behave ourselves a lot. Other people not so much, but that's okay.
You are now going to hear from Evan Ekstrom. We interviewed him.
Most of the time, it's good. But sometimes it can be bad too. Like, I've heard cussing in class and stuff, but most of the time it's pretty good.
While using our hidden cameras, we observed some behavior we saw in the hallway. Here is a saint child. What you are about to witness is highly disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Out of respect for this 8-1 student, he asked that his identity be kept a secret. You've seen good and you've seen bad, but what is a teacher's opinion on this matter?
Well, I'm pretty much serious, down to the point, very, very dry at all times, just like them. No, I'm just kidding. I really like how they can, I can be sarcastic with them and they take my comebacks better than probably younger grades.
Well, that's 8-1 behavior. It seems to be pretty good all around. You're hearing yelling, but everyone's behaving.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time.
Our documentary was about Team 8-1 learning about the Holocaust. In this documentary, you will see people who did the Holocaust presentation and met Holocaust survivors.
Learning about the Holocaust.
I think the best part was learning about what happened in the past and what they had to go through during that time, so you can also help prevent it in the future.
I also heard you interviewed a person, a Holocaust survivor, over the phone. What do you think it meant to interview someone that survived the Holocaust?
Oh yeah, I did. It meant a lot to me because it opened my eyes about what some people in this world actually had to go through and the kind of things that happened back then and what his viewpoint is now about if it could happen again or not.
What does it mean to teach the Holocaust?
This is going to sound really cliche, but to me, to be able to teach the Holocaust, such a sensitive and difficult subject, it's a really big privilege. I mean, I get to talk to kids about real life experiences and first-hand testimony from survivors about what they went through and how they survived and how we can learn from that in the 21st century to make sure that stuff like that never happens again. And there was a kid last year who went to the Holocaust Memorial Museum on the DC trip. His name's Luke Michaels, and he stood up in front of 400 parents at the DC trip meeting this year and said, "It changed my life." And so teaching the Holocaust, yeah, you can incorporate all of this language arts standards and components to it, but more than anything, it really gives kids a new perspective on how to live their own life, which is really cool.
That's our documentary. Thanks for watching.
Every year, Patrick Henry Middle School hosts a Spirit Week where the students donate $1 every day to dress up in a certain topics clothing. Let's see Jacob Alvine's perspective on Sock Day.
So Jacob Alvine, what did you like about Sock Day?
And since the first day of school in 6th grade, I heard about Sock Day. And Sock Day has been introduced to me since 6th grade. I love dressing up to show other people who I am, just my character to people, you know what? It just really shows people who I am. Next question.
On Dress Like a Teacher Day, Katie Patrick decided to dress up as Chelsea Schott, and Miss Schott decided to dress up as a student. Here's Katie Patrick on what she felt over student Dress Like a Teacher Day. So Katie, why did you choose to dress up as Miss Schott on Dress Up Like a Teacher Day?
Because I think Miss Schott's one of the coolest teachers in Patrick Henry, and somebody told me I looked like her one day, so I thought I'd do it, and I had an outfit for it.
On Pajama Day, many students dressed up in footsie pajamas. Here's Carson Coulter's thoughts on Pajama Day. So, Carson, what did you like about Spirit Week?
Well, it was great. It was great for our school, and it just really brought out people's spirits. It was a great fundraiser for our school. So, Pajama Day was really funny. I like that, so we got to wear onesies all day, and we partied pretty hard.
It was a very snowy day right before Christmas.
Ezra, what did you think about the pizza party before Christmas break?
It was wonderful. It really brought out the vibe in the classroom, and it was a fun thing to be a part of.
How much pizza did you eat?
I don't know, probably like 10 pieces and some breadsticks.
And how about them boxes full of pizza and breadsticks that you brought home?
But yeah, I was the only one that brought boxes home. I had like this entire box full, and it was just days worth of food, even though I brought it. Yeah, and then I threw it away. Hey, can you get
pepperoni? Pepperoni? I think so. I got sausage.
Okay, what was your favorite part of the pizza party?
The pizza party before Christmas, it was really fun to think about what games to make you guys play that would make you look the silliest. Because, I don't know, some of those minute to win it games, you guys, I don't know if the people that were doing it realized how silly they looked. So I think it was imagining what everyone was going to be looking like and doing. So that was fun.
Overall, the pizza party was one of the best things that has happened this year.
You shot it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but how our bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up.
It all started out in 7th grade when we were interviewed to be a web leader. We did that because we wanted to help 6th graders feel more comfortable with the school.
How do you like being a web coordinator?
Top 8th grade leaders in the school. And then we take those leaders and we train them to be even better leaders. And so every year the program just gets a little bit more amped up.
Do you think the 8-1 web leaders affected 6th graders?
I think the web program as a whole just brings this idea of positive culture to Patrick Henry, and the kids on 8-1 that I know are web leaders just love kids.
It helped me learn my way around the school and meet new friends. It helped me manage my stress and get my feelings out.
How do you think web impacted your 6th graders?
Well, I would say it helped them build great relationships. I love the activity this morning where they had to pass the yarn and give a compliment to one another. And I was so surprised and so touched by what they came up with for each other, and I could tell that the kids who were getting those compliments felt really good about themselves. So I'd say web has really helped our kids build good relationships.
When all the 6th graders came in and saw their faces were a little scared at first, but when we put a smile on their faces by helping them open the lockers and stuff, and it was just really fun. The 6th graders and 8th graders had a fun time during web and never will forget their experiences.
Far away, ricochet, you take your aim. Far away, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
What's it like to be in Miss Schatz's DS?
It's so much fun. I love it a lot.
And what is one thing you like about Miss Schatz's DS?
When we sit around in a circle and have family talks.
Schatz's DS.
I guess you can just be yourself, have fun, and hang with your friends, I guess.
What do you like about Miss Schatz's DS?
It's more relaxed, just be yourself, and
Mitchell Waddell, what do you enjoy about being in Miss Schatz's DS?
All the people and the environment, it's just very relaxing, not very intense. Just doing our homework and hanging out.
Okay, and what's the greatest thing about being at her DS?
Playing games when we have all of our homework done.
Mrs. Schatz, what do you like about your own DS?
I like all the different personalities that are in my directed studies periods. I have artists, I have athletes, I have people who are gifted in fine arts, I have people who are very studious and academic. I like that there are so many different types of personalities. And then it's really fun too because then when we come together and do like the little chat pack cards, we have like what we call family time. Everyone just gets to share their own unique perspectives on the question, and I think that's really cool.
Coming down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love. Raise your voice, sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim. Far away, shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am
Among the halls of Patrick Henry and Teammate 1, we have many laughs. And those laughs are very different and strange and interesting ones.
I can't do
Why are you laughing? I don't
Dude,
know.
that'd be so gross.
Laughing is like food to the mouth. It's awesome.
Oh
my god.
I did a stranger. I did. Yeah, I asked her.
She's doing this to laugh.
Oh.
The thing is, it's not graded.
As you can tell, Teammate 1 is a really fun team.
I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a woman, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the cloud with you. Hey, I heard you like the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones.
Through their eyes. Go. Today we're interviewing people from Patrick Henry Middle School. Our first interviewee is the secretary.
On average, how good is 8-1 being sent to the office?
Not often.
That's very good.
And now the janitor.
What was the craziest thing I've ever had to clean up on 8-1?
On 8-1, I would say have the marker in the hallway.
Oh yeah.
But I think Miss Shop took care of most of that. And besides that, it's been a pretty good year.
Okay, and how long does it take on average to clean one room on 8-1?
About 20 minutes.
Hey, what are you doing drawing on the floor? You need to get this wiped up. Get it right up right now. Look at all those little marks.
And now the lunch lady.
What are your goods and bads about the kids in lunch?
They're usually very polite most of the time. And the bads is sometimes they get off the bell.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Any stories?
I had a boy a few years ago. I told him the chips were underneath and he went under it.
Okay, that's funny.
It's one of my favorites, I guess.
Where are the Fritos? And that's Patrick Henry. Back to you, Tim.
The best team ever. 8-1 VIPs.
For next year, our 7th graders are really excited about going to 8th grade, and they like all the teams that are wonderful, so hopefully they'll enjoy being on Team 8-1.
You want to be on next year?
8-1.
Why?
Because the teachers are cool and they do cool stuff.
What team do you want to be on next year for 8th grade?
8-1.
Why?
Because it's an awesome team.
What do you want to be on?
8-1.
And why?
The teachers are cool.
That's cool. Yeah. What team did you want to be on this year?
8-1.
Do you like your team at the moment?
No.
What team is that?
8-3.
What team did you guys want to be on?
8-1. Woo!
And why?
Because they're sexy.
Mrs. Schott likes me.
I am PHMS.
8-1 VIP trees.
8-1 VIP is in the natural habitat. That's Owen. That's Josh. That's Josh. That's Josh again. That's Josh. That's Owen. And that's people in the background. Natural habitat. 8-1 VIPs. In the back corner, that's Jacob, along with John. And I don't know who, but people. That's Owen. That's Josh. That's Josh.
We agree that the 8-1 VIPs are the best.
You're insecure, don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know.
Our project was about Snapchat and Instagram and lots of fun on it.
Alright, what's the funniest Snapchat you've seen this year?
A Snapchat David Fiala saying that he's amazing because that's his real life. This thing.
Ask another question.
You done?
Snapchat is used to communicate with friends.
What do you think Instagram and Snapchat will be like in 10 years?
It'll be good.
It'll be gone.
Instagram is used to post pictures of your friends and family.
I prefer Snapchat to Instagram because you have real-time pictures with other people.
Okay, ready?
Snapchat.
Why?
Because you can stay in touch with your friends and it's like faster than
That's so bad.
texting sometimes.
Do you think Snapchat and Instagram will be in 10 years? I think we'll have new technology to communicate with our moms, our dads, our cats, our dogs, our other dog, our grandma, our grandpa, and
What is the funniest Snapchat you've ever seen?
I saw my friend make some funny faces.
Everything you know about Instagram.
There's photos on my phone, and I can look at them, and I can like them if I want, add comments. A lot of the time is for people that I don't see for a very long time, in different cities and states. See their vacations, what they're doing, what they're up to.
Use Instagram and Snapchat to stay in touch with your friends.
That's what makes you beautiful. So come on, you got it wrong. To prove I'm right, I put it in a song. I don't know why you're being shy and turn away when I look into your eyes.
Hayden Fiala, how did it feel to be the star center for the Patrick Henry Panthers?
Well, man, I was blessed to be a Panther, man. All the way.
How do you miss your star power forward Jack Talley, who died in playing cards 10 years?
I don't want to talk about it!
Jack Talley died on his way to Honolulu with his 3 kids and his wife Ashley. Sad moment in life. Very sad moment in life.
Interviewing Nick Gregg here. If you weren't have shattered your pelvis, do you think that you would have gone pro?
Yeah, I'd not be in the NBA shooting 3-pointers.
How does it feel to lose your position to Josh Mose?
Man, I don't want to talk about it.
Let's go.
How do you feel about the last second shot, Jacob?
Man, you already know I was meant to take that shot. My destiny, boy. Right?
Do you feel bad for John Luke?
No, dude, I don't even care about that kid, man. If he would have shot that ball, he would have missed it, man. He's not even good at basketball. I'm done.
You still think that you should have taken the last second shot against the Mustangs?
Yeah, man, of course. I should have definitely taken that last second shot against the Mustangs.
Redemption? Wait, 1-on-1. When? Where? Meet you there. Bye. Check it out.
The win felt amazing.
This is more than a typical kind of thing. Felt the Jones in my bones when you were touching me. Oh, didn't wanna take it slow. In the days going crazy, can barely think. You're replaying in my brain, find it hard to sleep. Oh, waiting for my phone to blow.
We went around asking people to use one word to describe 8-1. This was their response.
There's absolutely not one word for 8-1. Too many wonderful things about that group. One, I guess, acronym would be the VIPs, because every single one of these kids are very important people who have a very special place right here and will forever.
I would create my own word and describe it as fan-freaking-tabulous.
Flabbergasting.
Awesome.
Since we've heard from our own teachers, now let's move on to the students.
Perplexing.
Party. Sensational.
Super. Fabulous.
I want to be interviewed for your team that's better than mine, thanks.
Just fantastic.
Interesting.
My one word to describe Teammate 1 would be very intelligent due to their very good math program.
Awesome.
Sexiness. Peppy.
Now that we've heard from the students, let's go talk to the administration.
Oh, that's the cue?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Energetic.
Sorry that we failed just to get one word out of the teachers and the administration and students to describe 8-1, but it's just nearly impossible to describe 8-1 in one word.
My one word would be wicked fresh.
My one word would be fly.
Can't seem to let you go. See, I've been waiting all day for you to call me baby. So let's get up, let's get on it. Don't you leave me broken hearted tonight. Come on, that's right. Honest, baby, I'll do anything you want to. So What's the time? Such a crime, not a single word. Sipping on that Patron just to calm my nerves.
Something a lot of A1 students were involved in this year was Patrick Henry's show choir, City Lights. We asked current 6th grader Hannah Meyer why she's excited to be in City Lights next year.
City Lights sounds fun because you have a chance to dance and cooler songs and stuff.
In a typical show choir performance, there is almost always a novelty piece, which in our group invoked hats. There are also more upbeat songs that require more active dancing. There are lots of reasons to love City Lights, and we asked Mary Lang and Lincoln Schaefer what theirs are.
It's like a big family. Everybody knows and loves everybody and cares about everybody.
Well, for the same reasons that she said it, it's really fun, and I have a bunch of friends in there.
It's impossible to feel left out.
Another type of song is the ballad, in which there is no excessive dancing. The audience favorite is always the guys' song. We're not quite sure why.
City Lights, more than ever before, their vocal talents right now are at a level higher than it ever has been, and that's all thanks to Mrs. Spencer. Yes, our kids are very, very, very talented, but when they go to competitions, they seriously blow everybody else out of the water, and the judges don't even think of them as a middle school group because of their vocal ability. So City Lights this year is pretty sweet.
This year, City Lights won Best Vocals at the Middle School Show Choir Competition Best of Show. Overall this year, City Lights was a wonderful experience for any A1 students involved.
Excuse me, baby. Go. Yeah, you baby. Back. Oh, you groovy, baby. In. Let's make a movie, baby. Time. Excuse me, baby. Let's. Yeah, you baby. Go. Oh, you groovy, baby. Back. Let's make a movie, baby. Time.
It's Mr. Worldwide, Agent A, reporting live from Cape Canaveral. MK, Big Sack, let's rap. Back in time. Miami equals black mask, black gloves with a little bit of rope to tie. I flipped it, black suits.
It's an amazing job.
Hi, I'm Julian, and we're doing our show on band. I'm Trajan, and I'm not in band. And I am. Keep going. Hi, Mr. Borchard. What is your favorite instrument to play?
My favorite instrument is the saxophone.
How long have you been playing the saxophone?
13 years.
How many instruments have you played? Music is about precision. It's not about how quiet, not about how loud you play, not about how good you are. It's about how you feel and if you love it. And music is everywhere. It's about...
Okay, that was keeping it. No.
Music is in everything you do, everything you're inspired by, everything, your daily life, your love life, your personal life, your thoughts, everything. The lyrics, the beat, the rhythm. It's about how you feel and how you react. It can pick you up and it can throw you down. Music is everywhere. As soon as you realize that, I'm happy.
Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Okay, I'm trying to make $1 billion out of 15 cents. Understand, understood, I'm a go getter, move and shake a culture. Barrier border, record breaker, won't you? Give credit where credit is due, don't you? Know that I don't give a number two. Y'all just halfway thoughts, not worth the back of my mind. But to understand the future, we have to go back in time.
interviewing a great hurdler by the name of Ethan Hayes. Come out here, come out here. You just love the fans. They just bring life to my heart and my soul. Okay, now we gotta get the real interview going here. So, Ethan Hayes, how did it feel to fall in the second hurdle in Sioux Falls City meet?
Well, it was actually pretty painful. Most of all, it was really embarrassing. I worked so hard all my life to get to that moment, and I didn't own it.
Now, fans, what do you think it would be like to fall in the hurdles? The hurdles. Hayden, how do you think it would be to fall in the hurdles?
I think it would be very difficult, Josh. I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know how to deal with it either.
Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna wrap it up now.
One of my favorite parts of the track season this year was at the city meet when I was watching the girls' 8th grade medley run. I remember watching Carly run, and then at the very, very end, like the whole last 100 meters, it was just Bailey bringing it home. She was like by herself. That's how far ahead they were. So great job.
Really fast?
Really super fast. I heard him say once over really super fast.
Too fast.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked at you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys.
MathCounts is an innovative mathematics program for grades 6 through 8.
It brings bright minds from all over the country together.
It challenges them and teaches them many things.
It rewards them for all the hard work they've done.
And so I think it was taught them that they can do anything that they put their mind to do.
MathCounts also helps harbor the creativity of young students through a program called Real Math.
Real Math is a program that allows students to create a solution video to a problem.
It exposes students to 21st century technology while they create and submit videos. It also allows students to hone creativity and communication skills, which will be vital in any future career.
MathCounts has changed my life. It has taught me the importance of diligence and hard work. It taught me that many rewards can come from it.
Those problems have forced my brain to go into a higher level of thinking, make me better, smarter, and ultimately the best I can possibly be. Without MathCounts, I would have never become who I am today, never able to become better. The caterpillar without any hope of metamorphosis. Thank you, MathCounts. Thank you for everything that you've done for me.
You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal at first sight, and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
On April 25, 2013, 620 7th and 8th grade chorus students came together to have the District Choral Festival at Augustana College's Elman Center. Many kids that were involved were on 8-1.
What was your nerves about having a solo at the festival?
Well, I wasn't that nervous because I realized it was a cool experience to be able to have a solo in front of like all of the 8th grade. So.
We spent the day rehearsing for the performance and also got to hang out with friends while doing it.
Okay, Katie, so what was your favorite part of the festival?
I liked being with my friends and sitting by them and singing in a group of a lot of people.
The festival featured 11 songs, including the Star Spangled Banner, Psalm 100, Can You Hear, and 900 Miles. What was it like listening to all the kids singing in unison?
Oh, that was a lot of kids and a lot of parents that came to see it. It was very cool to put that many kids together and have them all singing. I enjoyed it very much.
The concert went well overall, pleasing parents and family members. It is a memorable moment for 8-1 students.
On the other side of the street I knew stood a girl that looked like you. I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, cause you moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't leave you, cause I was all through. Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared, because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you. This is not a drive-by. Just a shy guy looking for a two-fly. Everything will hold that. I know when you move me, everything is groovy. They don't like it, sue me. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you.
One of the highlights of 2013 was the massive and unexpected ice storm, which left many people without power.
That was funny. Before school even started, the lights went out, and the emergency lights come on in the hall, but like bathrooms and stuff were really dark. But I brought my flashlight that day because I thought the power might go out. So I had my flashlight, and it was good. And the kids came, and we were stuck in pro time for a little while, and we played games, and it was all fine. And then they canceled Dakota Step, so it was a little stressful to now have classes all day and not Dakota Step, but we made it through.
This is what the power outage was like.
Blow drying my hair was difficult because I didn't have any power in my house. And it was kind of scary to walk home, too.
For me at home, I actually did not lose power very long, but my brother lost power at his house and then moved all of his family down to stay with me at my house. A couple hours that I only lost power, but for work, I had to work in the daytime and help people find ways to save themselves during the power, so we had locked out.
The ice storm caused a lot of damage, including broken power lines, which left many without power.
On the upside to a downward spiral, my love for you went viral, and I loved you every mile you drove away. But now here you are again, so let's skip to how you've been and get down to the more than friends at last. Oh, but that one night is still the highlight. I didn't need you until I came to, and I was overwhelmed and frankly scared, because I really fell for you. Oh, I swear to you, I'll be there for you.
One thing that 8-1 did this year was support Zach Sobiak.
Thoughts about 8-1 supporting Zach? I think it's really cool how we sent him the Bible and all that stuff, and it's really cool how we like to support him and like to hear updates about him and learn stuff about him
from that, and it's really inspired a lot of people on it.
Did you come up with the idea to buy a Bible for Zach?
Well, Miss Peterson just first showed us the idea, like who Zach was. Me and my friend Maddie Barnett and Katie Roman, they kind of came up with the idea to do like a gift for him, and then I kind of thought of doing like favorite verses in the Bible instead of.
I feel bad for Zach, but what a positive way of dealing with it. I think it just, the way he responded, his family responded, is phenomenal.
When did you first hear about Zach's story?
Well, we first learned about Zach's story through CNN Student News, and immediately, right here, touched my heart. I'm just a little bit soft, and certainly touched the hearts of kids. You could see like an instantaneous connection.
Zach Sobiak has inspired 8-1 to live every day to the fullest.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
No, I wasn't because I knew almost all my brother's friends.
Minute, hour, bigger, better, stronger, power. I got that power. I got that power. I got that power. Power, power, power. They call me Willie. Stay so cool, I'm chilly. I done made that melee on my way to that Billy. Used to have a piggy bank, but now I got that bigger bank. Who cares what the haters say? They hate on me cause I'm doing what they can. I stay on that hustle, I flex that little muscle. Hate to bust your bubble, I'm on that other level. I'ma take it higher and higher, higher and higher. I stay on fire, tire, keep burning like that fire.
Boys' facial hair was one of the most interesting topics of 8-1. Facial hair ranged from newly sprouted baby hairs to girl stash.
So Pal Mackey, why do you shave?
Why do I shave? Because if it grew too long, then eventually people would start asking questions why I'm growing out my beard.
Why wouldn't you grow it out?
Why wouldn't I grow it out? Some girls don't like it that long.
So do you like having facial hair?
I do. It makes me look cool. It makes me feel a lot older. Because without it, I'd probably look like you guys right now.
One of the students with facial hair is Jacob Paul Alvine. Listen to what he has to say right now.
So Jacob, how long did it take you to grow out your beard?
So far, it's been 14 years and still haven't shaved, so...
Dang. So you have never shaved?
Never. Here. I shave all those dirty mustaches. Here.
So you don't like mustaches?
No, not a fan.
Okay,
Here's
so how many girls do you get with it?
Man, I can't even count like millions from them. It's crazy.
Are they all in the school or like all over?
All over town.
All over
All
town?
dudes find them. They come running.
Now with Ryan S. Lee, who is also a student on 8-1 with facial hair. Listen to what he has to say about his mustache.
How long does it take you to shave?
About 10 minutes.
Do you have any shaving techniques?
I just take a pair of scissors to my upper lip. That about does it.
What kind of shaving cream do you use?
Water. I'm busy.
And who has better facial hair, Ryan Lee or Jacob Alvine?
Well, Jacob doesn't really have one, so Ryan.
Until you grow a beard like Mr. Jellin, keep trying.
Last year was the first DC trip. This year we decided that we were going to ask some questions to some of the people going.
How was the last trip to DC?
Life-changing. It was magical. I mean, we met a real-life Holocaust survivor. We met World War II heroes.
Okay. How did you react to the size of this year's trip?
I freaked out. I mean, last year I was like, oh yes, 12 are signed up. And then we got up to 28 and I was so excited. And that is a good first trip. But then when we had our DC trip meeting this year, we had like almost 400 people show up. And I was overwhelmed by it. And then all of a sudden, you know, the first night, 15 kids were signed up. And then that turned into 50. And then all of a sudden it was at 80. And then we ended up getting to 112 that were registered at one point. So it just kind of exploded and it was really exciting. And I'm just glad that 8th graders think that it's cool to go expand their horizons like that.
Why do you want to go on the trip?
Because it sounded like a fun, enjoyable experience.
Okay. How hard was the fundraising?
It was pretty difficult to come up with that much money, but if you really want to go, then you'll get it.
Okay. How hard was the fundraising?
Hard, and it took a lot of work and dedication, but I pulled through.
How hard was the fundraising?
I only did one of the fundraisers actually, but it was moderate. It wasn't too hard, it wasn't too easy, because I had my dad take it to Oakland, so it was pretty fun.
Hopefully this year's DC trip is better than the last year's.
Every time feels like a
April 30th, 2013, 20 students from schools all over the district took the stage in front of 1,800 of their peers and performed their original poetry pieces.
Where did you come up with the idea to do a district-wide poetry slam?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought that it would be the perfect way to like really make poetry come alive for 8th graders, which sounds really cliche, but kind of worked in the end.
Mary Lang, an 8-1 student, took first at this year's poetry slam.
How did it feel when your teacher told you that we were going to do a poetry slam?
I was excited.
Yeah, I was excited because all we did in our class was read out of the literature books and answer questions.
I was backstage for both Smaya and Mary's performances, and I felt like I was gonna pee my pants. I was so nervous, but I didn't want to tell them that I was nervous because I was freaking out for them, but they're amazing. I'm in awe.
For these students, performing at the pavilion was not only an assignment, but it was a memory that they will keep and cherish forever.
Never put my love out on the line. Never said yes to the right guy. Never had trouble getting what I want. But when it comes to you, I'm never good enough. When I don't care, I can play 'em like a Ken doll. Won't wash my hair, then make 'em bounce like a basketball. Like you, make me wanna act like a girl, paint my nails and wear high heels. Yes, you make me so nervous that I just can't hold your hand. You make me go, but I cover up, won't let it show. So I'm putting my defenses up, 'cause I don't wanna fall in love. If I ever did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. I think I'd have a heart attack. I think I'd have a heart attack. Never break a sweat for the other guys. When you come around, I get paralyzed. And every time I try.
Hi, my name is Caitlin. And my name is Sebastian, and this is our documentary. For tips for girls and boys on how to impress one another.
They never send smiley faces when they text. And they always play with their hair. Like, what the heck?
Control your woman crush Wednesdays. Hashtag stop.
Keep your axe in your backpacks.
If you say swag, you'll swear one more time, I'm done. I'm done.
I like it when boys dress nice.
I don't like it when girls shave their legs. I like a hairy woman, not a clean woman, like Sasquatch or a Kiwi.
Please stop with the Instagram selfies. Just, please, stop.
It really annoys me when girls don't just stay in the kitchen and make me sandwiches.
I like jeans, but I like yoga pants more.
Cause I don't wanna fall in love. If I ever did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. I think I'd have a heart
attack. Such an innocent young boy. Why did this have to happen? The picture that fell on Hayden's head. Do you remember the day when Hayden Fiala had his vicious accident?
Yeah. I was in the front row, and the painting just... It shattered on his head, and there was blood everywhere, and...
Blood was everywhere in just matters of seconds. I couldn't believe my eyes. Miss Shad here, and we're talking about the day Hayden Fiala had his accident.
It was surprising. It happened out of nowhere. There was nothing I could do. I just wanted to protect him. It was difficult.
How was it witnessing the painting fall on Hayden's head?
Well, from my perspective, I was also holding my neck. I got a very intense scratch. It was red for like 5 minutes. I did not feel too good about myself. And then I noticed Hayden's head. He was bleeding. I felt terrible about it. But then,
This is for you, Hayden. Won't hurt you anymore. It's gone.
Dude, picture!
A fellow friend.
It was tough for him to say goodbye. Never forget 04-02-13.
Hayden Fiala.
Yo, my best friend till the very end. Cause best friends don't have to pretend. You need a hand, and I'm right there, right beside you. You in the dark, I'll be the bright light to guide you. Remember the times thinking of the house. All of the times that you had your doubts. And don't forget all the trouble we got into. We got something you can undo. Laughing so damn hard. Crashed your dad's new car. All the scars we share. I promise, I swear. Wherever you go, just always remember that you got a home for now, forever. And if you get low, just call me whenever. This is my ode to you. Wherever you go, just always remember. You never.
This is
This is
8-1
what
VIP
fellow
student
student
news, and
Mary
we have done our
Alice
package
Lang
on
said
Mrs.
when
Johnson. Her impact on 8-1.
This is what Mrs. Schott thought of Miss Johnson when she heard that she was coming to our team.
Right away, I remember last year, the math teacher on our team was like, you know, I'm leaving or whatever, and he goes, you are getting the best math teacher in our district. And I was like, oh my God. I was honestly kind of intimidated because I knew that Mrs. Johnson was the one who brought standards-based grading to our district. She was the math teacher that all the other math teachers went to when they had questions or needed help. So I just knew that 8-1 was going to get one of the best teachers in our whole district.
This is what her daughter said about having her mom as a math teacher.
If I don't get my homework, my mom can like almost do it for me sometimes. And then if I run out of lunch money, I can just ask my mom for money for lunch.
This is what fellow student Mary Alice Lang said when asked how Miss Johnson helps her students succeed.
Well, like, she lets you come in the morning if you need help, and she has study sessions, and she really just wants everybody to feel like they know what they're doing, and she really shows that through her teaching methods.
This is Ethan Hayes on his most memorable moment in Mrs. Johnson's directed studies.
When she lets us go outside and play kickball.
Mrs. Carlson, what more is there to say? She's a great person, a great friend, and a great teacher. She genuinely cares for all of her students and always makes us laugh. Although science may not be everyone's favorite subject, we can all agree that Mrs. Carlson makes it interesting.
She's always willing to put everybody else before her. Even if it's a dog in the middle of the road, she'll get out of the car and like save the dog because she'll put the dog before her every time.
The next interview is with Liam Schneider, a student from Mrs. Carlson's Pro Time and the 8th period science class.
You ain't got no pancake mix.
Mrs. Carlson is always ready to support her students with whatever goals they have, and she will always celebrate with them when they achieve it.
Miss Carlson has always made class time fun and enjoyable, and DS has just always been fun. Like when we don't have homework, she always gives us projects to do, and she just always makes us laugh and smile.
Brittany also remembers a fun time that they had in DS.
When we were in DS and we were all gathered around her desk, and if we told her a secret about someone, she'd give us a piece of candy or two, and it was just a lot of fun.
Mrs. Carlson is an inspirational teacher, and it's been a wonderful year on Team 8-1. She will be remembered by all 8-1 VIPs.
Who is Mrs. Schott? She's one of my BFFs.
She finds a way to make each kid feel special and each kid feel loved and appreciated and wanted.
Describe Mrs. Schott.
It's too hard. I don't know how. I gotta think of my answer for a second. We connect through humor.
I think Mrs. Schott is pretty nice. She can be crazy psycho sometimes, but otherwise she's good.
Short.
Supportive.
Insane.
I may be a ginger, but when I see Miss Schott, I have a soul.
You know, she lightens my soul and just brings it. She makes it as light as his hair. And it means
inspiring.
Miss Schott was really welcoming on my transfer here.
Stupendous. Like Ellie.
What will you miss about Patrick Henry Middle School?
The staff, the students, I laugh all day long, every single day. Yesterday we were laughing about boys putting pantyhose on their head. I love it here. This is my first home, so that's what I'll miss.
From 8-1 to you.
I love you, Mrs. Schott.
Mrs. Peterson is the 8-1 social studies teacher. Her class is fun and interesting. Here is Owen Alvine talking about one of his favorite moments in class.
What is your most memorable moment from class with Mrs. Peterson?
Probably when one of her assistants brought him cookies for us to eat. We all had like 2.
Did you eat them?
I ate 2.
That's great. What is your favorite thing about Mrs. Peterson?
Okay, seriously, not to get all sappy and everything, but I live 4.5 hours from home. I live 4.5 hours from home, and Mrs. Peterson kind of became my Sioux Falls mom. And she cares. I mean, I've cried with her. I've laughed with her a lot. She spoils the bajunkas out of all of us. She's the mom. She takes care of everybody, and I'll never forget her.
Thanks for everything, Mrs. Peterson.
This team wouldn't be the same without you.
The 2012-2013 school year was an unforgettable year for the 8-1 VIPs. We all made great new friends and had an amazing time with our teachers. We all made some great new memories that make saying goodbye this year so hard.
We asked Ezra Hall how he would feel leaving middle school and moving on to high school next year.
It's going to be tough. I really think it will. I'm going to miss everybody, and it's going to burn the soul. And then all the teachers are going to go, and then everybody else is going to go. But, you know, we all get through it, get over it, live life.
We asked Mrs. Peterson how she's going to feel saying goodbye to all of her students, knowing that they are all going to go to high school next year.
Well, it's always hard to say goodbye to our 8th graders because we become a family, and by the end of the year I'm pretty attached to most of you, and so it is kind of a love-hate, bittersweet thing because I know that many of you are ready to go and move on to bigger and better things, and that's what you want in the end is kids to go off, grow up, and become amazing adults.
We asked Hannah Reich how she was going to feel on the last day of her 8th grade year and middle school.
Honestly, I'm probably going to cry. But I'm going to miss my teachers and all the friends that aren't going to be going to the same high school as me. It's going to be pretty sad.
So how are you going to feel knowing it's your last day at Patrick Henry Middle School?
That's quite, I'm sad but kind of relieved at the same time because I'm kind of ready to move on to high school and move on to other things. But it's going to be sad. I'm going to miss everybody.
We asked Mrs. Schott how she was going to feel at the end of the year, knowing that she was moving to Nebraska and leaving the 8-1 VIPs and Patrick Henry forever.
Bittersweet is truly the only word that I can come up with because when you invest so much in people and a place that you're in, regardless of where you go in your whole life, there will always be a part of your heart that stays in that one place. And that's the sweet part of the, bittersweet, because I will always feel like Sioux Falls is a home to me. Some of the best friends I've ever made my whole life live here. Some of the students that I will sincerely never, ever forget as long as I live here and thrive here. And I will always think of those kids when I think of Sioux Falls. Every year, though, I have to come back and I have to see everybody. And every time that those kids invite me to come back for graduations, I'll be here every single summer. And there's a part of me that, I'll never leave. So this will always be a really special place to me, and I'll never forget my experience here.
This year has been truly unforgettable. We've had a great time with all of our friends and our 4 amazing teachers. We've learned so much that we can carry on for the rest of our lives. We would like to give a special thank you to our LAR teacher, Ms. Schott. You have made this year so fun, and you made us all smile and laugh every day. We will miss you so much when you move to Nebraska, and we're all looking forward to see you sometime in the future. All of us students wouldn't want to end our middle school years any other way than being on the 8-1 VIPs.
You're never alone, we're birds of a feather, and we'll never change no matter the weather. This is my hope, yeah. I know I drive you crazy sometimes. I know I call you lazy, and that's most times. But you complete me, and that's no lie. You are my tuxedo, and I'm your bow tie. We in the car, sing, sing, sing.